How you doing, everybody? It's me, Noose. Anybody that saw my last video, you might have noticed I pointed out that I was going to do a quick review on the sight mount that was on my AR-15, and that's what this is. So, a lot of people out there still use the A1 and A2 uppers. They're not bad at all. I mean, you know, if that's the way you want to go, like I did, I mean, by all means, go for it. You don't need a flat top receiver to have an effective AR-15. You know what I mean? But some people, you know, it gets to that point sometimes where you want to mount an optic, but your mounting options are a little limited. So a lot of people resorted to these guys, which are the standard. You know, this is an Armalite M16 A1 A2 optic mount, and it's a really good mount. It's just that it lacks. There are some people out there that do like to co-witness their Orient sights with their red dot, so this one isn't going to help you on that. So what you would have to do is you would have to buy one like a Z mount, or some people call it a gooseneck mount, which is like this, as you saw in my other video. Now, the whole purpose of this is, with an A1 or A2 upper, now you're able to co-witness your Orient sights with your red dot. That's when, you know, basically the red dot, you know, you sight in your Orient sights first, then you put this, now you can see your Orient sights through the red dot, and then you line your red dot up to where the Orient sights are. So if, you know, if your red dot blows out for whatever reason, you don't have to remove it or anything. You're right there and ready to go. You just keep right on. You just keep right on shooting. But anyway, there are a couple different mounts. I know there's a military surplus one out there that's very popular. It's got, you know, it's basically got no mounting surface on top. It's strictly just a mount down here. That one's very popular. That's actually a really good one. It sucks because I had a chance to buy one at the gun show for pretty cheap too, and I passed it up for this one because this one looked more appealing, simply because I had the side mounts, and if I really wanted to, I could just revert to putting my sight back up here, because this one does have the rail system up top as well. Now, this one is made by a company called Aim Sport, and, you know, it's not bad, but there's one thing you're going to have to do before you really start using it. I took it to the range right after the gun show. I went straight from the gun show. I went right to the range because, like, okay, now I want to play with all my new little add-ons for the AR. And you know what? I was really disappointed because I went to the range, and see, this one, if I just clamp it on my AR, it's good. It'll stay there. I won't have to worry about it coming loose. This one, on the other hand, came loose within a couple shots. With an AR, does not have a lot of recoil, as we all know. I mean, if you really want to, you can fire an AR one-handed. If you really want to, I mean, that's kind of dumb, but, you know. And just that recoil knocked this thing off balance, and it started coming unloose, and I'm like, well, you know, that's a bad thing, because now your sight starts wobbling everywhere, and now you don't have a accurate sight no more, so you got to pop it off and revert to your Orient sights. Which sucks because you bought it to have fun with it and it's not working. So, what you got to do if you decide to go with an Aim Sport, or I think NC Star makes one that's almost identical to this, you're going to have to Loctite or thread lock your locking point here, because it's going to come loose on you. I'm telling you, it is. So, you want to go ahead and, like I said, Loctite that in place or something, and that way it'll be nice and stiff now. You're not going to have it going anywhere. And now you know what I mean. Now you don't have to worry about your red dot, or I got a red-green dot scope up here, you know, being thrown off center and blah blah blah. Now it stays nice and good. But the other nice thing about it is, though, one of my other selling points, like I said, has the rails up here, and I thought that was kind of cool because I plan on, like, you know, putting either a laser or maybe a flashlight up here. I thought that'd be pretty cool because I didn't want to spend, you know, I'm a cheap ass sometimes, so I'm sure a lot of you knew that. I don't feel like putting like a CAC rail system on an A1. I think that kind of looks weird personally. And, you know, that's going to cost a lot of money to put a rail system up here, which I really don't need it. And it just adds a lot of weight. And like I said, me personally, I don't need the rail system. I can do good with this. And yeah, that's that. I mean, it's not bad, but you're going to have, like I said, you're going to have to be aware that if you do buy it, definitely want to Loctite it down, because the recoil of the gun will start to loosen it up. And you don't want that happening, obviously. So, definitely, like I said, buy it, Loctite it, you're good to go. For a $30 mount, you know what I mean? You can't go that wrong. A lot of them, brand new, are a lot more expensive than that. And then, you know, you put whatever sight you want up there. I put a, this is a very simple True Glow red and green dot with the flip-up covers. I got it from my job for like, I think my job sells it for $60. I got it at a discount for 44 or something like that. So, because I work there. So that's that. I mean, that's all I wanted to really talk about in regards to that was the Z mount. So yeah, there you are. Hope if you were thinking about buying it, you learned something about it, and that's pretty much it. So you have a nice day, and hope to see people out there at the shooting range.